So good afternoon to all of you. I am very much thankful to everyone being here today. This lecture is scheduled basically instead of the infrastructure engineering. Okay. Deshmukh sir is on leave. That's why I have taken or scheduled this particular lecture. So in this lecture, I have decided to conduct one of the important, you can say, the guideline regarding about your uh, project work. Okay. So some of the student still not in a position to you can say having a complete knowledge regarding about the various steps in a particular project. Okay, because see the selections of the topic is very important. Then once you have selected the topic for your final year project, then what are the various you can say the steps we should follow in a particular in particular project. We should first understand all these step by step procedure. So I am going to again try to uh, share with all of you how to write the project, what are the various steps in a particular project. We also seen this particular in the last month, but basically some of the students also not familiar with the different types of the steps. See, if you select your project with the future point of view, okay, after completion of your graduation. So if anybody wants to take the admission in PG, okay, then if you decide the project in such a way that it is linking with your PG project also. So such kind of the thinking is very necessary at the preliminary stage in the UG project. Okay. So I am going to share with all of you the step-by-step procedure in case of the project. Okay. So what do you mean by the project? Then what is major project, and then what is minor project? Then also the important thing is that the literature survey. Okay. So how the literature survey is going on in case of any types of the project. So again, I will discuss on that also. Then the important thing is that after complete the literature survey, you should come across the gap. Okay. So what is literature survey? How it is going on? I will share all this my knowledge with you. Then the important thing is that after completions of the literature, what we need to do actually in the literature. In the literature survey, we need to find out the gap in between the previous work which is done by some people. Okay, so we need to select some of the important literature. So how the journal papers is download from a reputed journals such as Springer, Elsevier, Scopus Index. So we have different, you can say the very important journal, okay, and very good journals. Then after downloading the journal papers from the reputed journals, what kind of study we are going to do with that downloaded journal papers, and then how the gap will found with that particular journals, and then after finding the gaps, you should come across certain objective. Okay, so this is our the topic of our project. Then we gone through various literature survey, and we came across with good literature. Okay, with good objective. So the objective, your objective should be maximum 4 to 5 objective. If is there, then that is the good sign for all of you. Then the important thing is that after finding out the objective, after listing out the objective, then you came across with certain, you can say, the methodology. Okay, to satisfy your objective, you should select the methodology. We have the experimental method, then analytical methods, and then we also have different, you can say, the work with which you can satisfy your objective. That is the field visit. We also require to satisfy our objective, and then we have certain analytical by using the analytical formulas, so we can satisfy our objective, and then we need certain data. So the data is also very important. So you write down which data we will require for completion of the project, and then you came across with certain, after collecting the data from the different agencies, or you can say different government sectors, you came across with certain good result, and then conclusion, and then you go through various or also there is a scope to present your papers in the reputed journals, or even in the national international conference. Okay, so I am going to share with all of you the step by step procedure in case of the complete project. Okay, so also I have completed my PhD last Saturday, so I have certain little bit knowledge about the project. So I will share all of you with all of you, and also whenever there is a possibility, you have to ask the questions also regarding about any doubts. Okay, so this is a the journal lectures. Okay, journal lecture, because some of the student again facing the problems in case of the project. So I am going through my PhD work. Okay, so what I have did there. So see, this is my topic, PhD topic. Okay, so hydrologic assessment and simulations of the stormwater condition, a case study. So I have done a case study on the stormwater. Okay, so for example, here these are the content. So in similar fashion, you also write down your project content. First, we need to write down the introduction part and the motivations. Then we need to write down the another content, that is the literature survey, and then we need to write down the various objective, then methodology, then major contributions and the findings, and then result and conclusion. Then we have certain limitations and the future scope, and then references, and we have the certain publications. Okay, so this kind of the content we should follow while writing the UG, PG or PhD project. Okay, so as per your project point of view, you also write down such kind of the content. So as far as concerned with these things, introductions and the motivations. Okay, so see here how we can write down the step by step procedure. I will again share with all of you. So earlier, see here, this process you have completed. Select the broad area of the work. Okay, and then identify the problems, and then do the literature survey and enlist the various objective, and then we require the collections of the data, and then select the methodology for project, and then come across with certain result, conclusion and discussion, and then bibliography and references. So in this style you can write your project. Okay, then what is a project? Also we gone through these steps in the last month, but basically some of the student again demanding me to tell us all the process in case of how to write the project. So a project is a systematic, well organized framework which define and analyze a subject or a problem, and which may include the record of a sequence of events or the interpretations of the significance of these events or the facts, and then evaluation of these facts or the result of research presented, and discussion of the outcome of the decision or the course of action, and then conclusion and then recommendations. Okay, so the project is involved this kind of the activity. Okay, then select the broad area of the work. Okay, so we have the broad area, we selected water resources, fluid mechanics and hydraulics, structural engineering and concrete technology, then environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering, then transportation engineering or building materials, surveying and remote sensing and GIS. So after selecting the broad area of your work, you have to contact your guide, assign guide. Okay, discuss the selected area, and then you need to go on through various literature. Okay, and after the complete literature survey, you came across with certain objective. So this is also I also discuss regarding about all the steps of a project in a single slide. So what I am going to try to tell with this particular slide. See here, we need to discuss certain issues, real side issues, or the problem statement will be there. We have to make a problem statement. Okay, so I will discuss you how to select the problem statement. So first we need to do the problem statement, and then after selecting a problem statement, basically what is problem statement? Suppose in case of the storm water management. Okay, for example, in case of the Delhi Mumbai industrial corridor near Bidkin or Shendra DMIC. Okay, there will be a rapid urbanization going on, and due to rapid urbanization, what will be happening? The imperviousness is increases due to the rapid urbanizations. When the rainfall occur in the such rapid urbanizations, there will be a less chance of percolation of the rainwater into the soil due to the imperviousness. Imperviousness means due to the constructions of commercial building, residential building, or due to the constructions of the road network, then school, college, such kind of the building will constructed there, and due to which the imperviousness is increases, and due to imperviousness is increases, the impermeability of the soil is decreases, and therefore the surface runoff will increases in the urbanization area. And we need to do the storm water. Okay, we need to manage the storm water, we need to design the storm water drains in that particular city. So that is the problem statement. In other words, for example, you have to identify the problem statement on the real site conditions. For example, in case of the concrete technology. Okay, so we have to develop such mix of the concrete which will increase the strength. Okay, so we need to add certain ingredient. So you have to find out those ingredients which increase the strength of a particular concrete, or even if you want to do the concrete in underwater, So which types of the cement generally we can use. So identify the problems on the real side and do the statement, and then gone through the various literature. For example, in here in 1990, some of the author is you can say studied their problems in 1990. Again, 91, 92 up to 2020. So you have to download the journal papers and do the study and find out the research gap, and you came across with, you can say, the good objective. Okay, so after complete literature, you have to find out the certain good objective, and then after your selections of the objective, to satisfy that objective you have to come across with methodology. Okay, we need to identify the methodology, we need to identify the experimental work will be there or the analytical method is there. Then after finding out the methodology, we required the result or the outcome from that methodology. Okay, so and then we need to certain future scope and the limitations of our work. So in this slide, all these things are completed. Okay, first we need to problem statement, real side problem, then need to literature, then we come across with certain objective, and then to satisfy the objective we require to select the methodology, experimental work or analytical, and then certain future scope and the limitations. So this is the how we can write a project. Okay, then identify the problems. Okay, so apply these principles. Your project should be challenging. Ill-defined problem will be there. Ill-defined problem means the project is not completed before. Okay, before you taken. So the new problem statement will be there. Then not having any single solution. Then promote for research or inquiry. So such a kind of the cognitive principle if you apply in case of your project, then it is very you can say nice project. Then bounded in the disciplinary boundary. So the content whatever may be the problem statement you have taken, this is bounded within the disciplinary boundary, whatever may be the field you have chosen, and that is related with that chosen boundary. Then relevant of the contact of the learn, and then address learning objective and concrete learning experience. So these are the eight principles. If you apply for the purpose of your project, then project is very good. So also here I would like to say that this is a real side problems. Okay, and this satisfy the eight principles. So see here, look at this picture. There is a garden, green grass on the river bed. So this is a river bed. On this particular river bed, we have the green grass, which causes water ecosystem to damage, and also it is harmful for human beings. Okay, so this kind of grass is harmful human beings. Every year, municipal corporation employs worker to remove it. So every year, what municipal corporation do? They employ the various types of the worker to remove this grass from the river bed. So this is a problem. Okay, this is a real side problem. So what we can do to remove the green grasses from the river bed? So we have to apply certain kind of the technology to remove it. Now again, it is possible to remove a hygienic with less human effort or less manpower within the less time. So such kind of problem if you think, okay, then it is very good for the project. So the project is based upon your the real side problems. So here also I am realizing that this is possible with the less manpower or within the less time. It is possible. So for this purpose, what we need to do, we need to download the certain journal papers.
जरूरी है नियमित रूप से हाथ धोना, मास्क पहनना और आपस में उचित दूरी बनाए रखना। याद रखिए, 2 गज दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी। खांसी, बुखार या सांस लेने में कठिनाई होने पर हेल्पलाइन नंबर।
So such kind of, you can say, the things if you do in case of your project. So this is a problem, okay. So what we need to do, we need to go through the various, you can say, the literature. So for that purpose, what we need to do for the literature, I will show you. You go through the Google, okay, how the literature service to be done. So we have different types of the problem statement, okay. So actually some of the student are working on stormwater, okay. Some of the student are working on environment, okay. What wastewater treatment plant or water supply plant, okay, WTP water treatment plant, or some of the other structural research work is there, okay. For example, I am going to search one of the important papers in the Springer journals, okay. So you need to write down Springer journal for the purpose of downloading the papers, Springer journals. Then after that you select this particular home, okay. Then as per your selected topic, you write down your topic here. So I am going to write down, writing here, assessment hydrologic. For example, I have chosen the topic is hydrologic assessment and simulation of water. So this is my project topic, hydrologic assessment and simulation of stormwater. Then if I click on this particular, there will be a many more papers will open. So gone through this paper, if you gone through this paper, see here, application of hydrologic model considering rainwater storage to analyze storm induced landslide in a forest catchment. Then perspective in hydrologic modeling and simulations. So if I open in new window, so the complete paper will open. See here, the complete paper will open. So what you need to do, you need to download this particular paper, make a folder, project folder. So to download this particular complete paper, what you need to do, you need to copy this DOI number, that is digital object identify number will be there for each journal paper. You need to simply copy this DOI number, and then what you need to do, sign up, type in the Google sign up. After opening the sign up, open this particular website, sign up website, and then whatever may be the digital object identify number you have copied for this particular paper, perspective in hydrologic modeling and simulation. For downloading these journal papers, what I have done here, I have simply copied this digital object identify number, okay. Then what I have done in the next step, I have opened the sign up in the Google. If you search sign up, then such particular tab will open, SciHub. Then what we need to do, we need to paste that number, whatever may be the number we have copied from this, we need to just copy this and then open this. If you open here, this particular paper will open. This particular paper will open. See here, this particular paper will open. So, West Welt J 2001 Perspective in Hydrologic Modeling and Simulation. Simulation modeling for watershed management. So 41 to 49, and this is the digital object identify number for this particular journal papers. Now this you go through these journal papers, okay. So for downloading this particular journal papers, what we need to do, you need to download this paper, okay. After downloading this paper, this is the author, Westerveld 2001, and then what you have to do, you have to make a folder on the desktop, make a folder, okay. You have to make a new folder and give the name of that folder as a project, okay. Project. And then in this project folder, you need to download this paper. So see here, the paper is downloaded in that folder, okay. So if you go through that folder, this project folder, there is a paper, and if you open this particular paper, then you will find that the complete paper, okay. Now what you need to do, you need to download such kind of the different papers, whatever may be the topic you have selected, you need to download, see here, and you need to read this particular paper, okay. You need to read this particular paper. So all the basic things is included in this paper, including the methodology, which methods is used, then result, role, all the things are given itself in the paper. Now again come here, and then also see here, SCS-CN based continuous simulation model for hydrologic forecasting. So there is a method, soil conservation service car number method, to simulate the hydrological forecasting. Then also there is a paper on the hydrology. Then also the effect of climate variability on hydrologic response of a freshwater watershed. So such kind of all the papers, if you Google through the Springer, okay, then you will find that all the paper will be there, okay. So go through different papers, study all the papers. See here, if I open this hydrologic model for design and constructed wetland, so the paper is now here. The complete paper is not appear, but for complete paper, what you need to do, you need to copy the DOI number, okay. So only the abstract will appear here. See here, short model is used, which method is used in this particular paper, all the abstract will be there. And if you want to download this particular paper, then copy the DOI number. So DOI number here, see here, digital object identifier number. For complete paper, you need to again go back in the SciHub, then paste that DOI number and then open it. So again you will find that this complete paper you can download from this. Okay. So you go through different journal papers and find out the gap. Now in the abstract itself, this is called as the abstract of the paper. If you read the complete abstract, the methodology, the data collection and the result is highlighted in the abstract itself. So you also familiar what are the different methods is used to hydrologic model for design and constructed wetlands from the abstract. So go through the different papers and collect all the data. Okay. So from such you can say the literature. Okay. You need to write down the problem statement. So I have written here in case of my research work, this is the problem statement, hydrologic assessment and simulations, okay, of the stormwater. So this is a problem statement. So for that purpose, these are the 5 parameters I have selected: stormwater, urbanization, climate change, change in future temperature and precipitation, and non-stationary extreme rainfall intensities. So these are the 5 parameters I have selected for the accurate hydrologic assessment and simulations. So such kind of the parameter you also select as per your selected topic, and then you need to write down the challenges in your study area. These are the challenges. Okay. So I have taken these challenges: assessment and simulation of hydrological changes, increase of stormwater peak runoff and volume, then higher mean and extreme flow, shorter time to peak and lower base flow. So such kind of challenges you also write down as per your selected topic, and then why one should need such research or such a project. Okay. So write down the need of the project. Then these are the literature review, how the literature review is to be done. So earlier, see here, we have downloaded the journal papers, okay, and from that journal papers, the name of the author you have to write down, year of the publications, and then conclusion which committed in that journal paper. So I have written here, for example, I have downloaded this paper Harbour and Dixon's in 1988. So in the 1988, the Harbers and Dixon's, these two authors have used the stormwater management model to calculate the runoff quantity and quality from the urban areas. So they have used SWMM software, okay, to calculate the total runoff quantity and the quality of that runoff from the urban areas with the help of SWMM. So in the abstract itself, they have mentioned their methodology, their objective, and the kind of the things, that is the result they have obtained. So similarly, if you gone through the different literature, okay, so you also in a position to write down the name of the author, their publication, and the conclusion they have mentioned in that literature. That is known as the literature. Then after literature, you need to write down your objective. Okay. So the objective should be 4 to 5 objective. So as far as my work concerned, I have written this particular objective. Okay. So in similar fashion, you need to write down your objective. So I have written here to obtain a rainfall runoff model in relation to the growth for the selected urban catchment area, to assess and simulate hydrological changes with different degree of urbanization, and to assess the future precipitation and temperature for developing urban catchment under the impact of climate change. So in this fashion, you also need to, after complete literature, you need to write down the objective. Now after objective, you need to write down your methodology. So I have used 7 methods, okay, some of the experimental methods and some of the analytical methods. So to satisfy this my objective, I have selected, depending upon the literature, I have selected the methodology, that is the remote sensing and GIS. Then one of the software I have used, you can also use, you can also use the software for your work also. Then these are the tools, or these are the model I have used for my research work. Okay, so in this fashion, you after completion of the different literature, you also able to list out the different methodology. So to satisfy this objective, you have to select certain methodology. Okay, and then the data collection requirement. After selections of the methodology, you need to write down the data collections, which type of the data generally we required to do our project. So for example, rainfall type data we require, its intensity, volume, and the important thing is that while collections of the data, the source is also important. So for example, here this table gives us the detailed source of the data. For example, I need the topo sheet. Okay, topo sheet means on the topo sheet the contour map will be there for a particular watershed or particular urbanization area. Then this is the details of data, 1:50,000 scale topo sheet, and the topo sheet number will be there, and this is the source of data from which you can collect. So the topo sheet we can collect from the Survey of India. So such kind of the details of data set, whatever may be the data we require to do to the complete project, we also require to understand this source of the data. For example, in case of the Aurangabad city, if I want to collect daily and hourly rainfall data, so I need to collect this data from Valmi, Chikalthana, Dhorkil. There are 3 rain gauge stations. In case of the Waterland Management Institute, Valmi, then one of the rain gauge station is located near the Chikalthana, and one rain gauge station is located in Dhorkin near the Patan. Okay, and from the IMD department, Pune, Indian Meteorological Department, Pune. So these are the source by which you can collect the data. So as per as your project also, which type of the data generally we require, list down that data, and then details of that data set, for which period generally we require the data set, and then from which you can obtain that data. So these are the details we need in case of our project. Okay, then also we need to write down our research process. Okay, so to satisfy our first objective, what we need to do in the first objective. So what are our generally the main aim of first objective, and for second objective, third objective, fourth objective, and the fifth objective. Such research process we need to develop in case of our project. Okay, and if you develop such kind of research project, then the result and the conclusion will be good. Otherwise, the result and the conclusion is not so good if you not having such kind of the knowledge in case of your project. So the research process is one of the important, you can say, the steps we need to identify the processes in our research. Okay, and then we also understand the contributions. Okay, so these are the contributions. Okay, for example, for the first contribution, what we need to do, we need to write down to satisfy our first objective. Then we need to write down the graphical representation, what we need to do. For example, this is my study area, then what I have done there, which methodology I have collected, or which methodology I have applied, analytical or mathematical, or you can say the using any software, and then what kind of the graph I have developed there in the form of result. Okay, so such kind of the graphical representation we have to develop in case of our first objective, second objective, third, fourth. The objective must be within the limit. So which type of data again we require? This is the methodology. Then such chart we have to develop. Okay, and these are the the result we are going to develop. Okay, and such kind of graph we have to develop in case of the any type of the objective. Okay, so as far as concerned with this particular, I would like to say the 8 principle. Then these are the area where we can do the work: survey and leveling. These are the different area. The ample scope will be there. Then engineering material, smart material, basalt rock, then geosynthetics, glass fiber reinforced concrete, silica fume concrete, fly ash concrete, pavement. So these are the area: highway and transportation engineering. What are the subtopic will be there? And environmental engineering, these are the area: irrigation and water resources engineering will be there. Then soil mechanics and geotechnical engineering. So what are the various sub area? Okay, then in case of the ready mix concrete, these are the scope. Okay, so the literature, how the literature review: collect, study, analyze, then identify and summarize. So these are the step by step procedure in case of the literature. Then these are the data collection, and these are the methodology: analytical, that is using various methods; then experimental, by conducting actual lab experiment, case study, selecting previous study and improving it. Then result, your result should be correlate with your objective and actual conclusions. And then these are the references. So while writing the references, the references should be in this fashion. First we need to write down the author name, then publication year, and then the name of that papers, name of the journals, then their Indian standard serial numbers, then volume, issue, then page number. PP means page number, and then DOI numbers. So in this fashion we need to write down the references. So this is about the things we should understand in case of any type of the project. So this is about my side. If anybody have any questions regarding about any issue related to your project, so contact me anytime. I will be here. Or anybody want to discuss at this stage regarding about any doubt regarding about the project, so you can ask. Anybody is having any question? See here, इथं मी तुम्हाला 2 शब्द सांगतो. फर्स्ट, I will need to